Alright, hello everyone, and thank you for tuning back in. I'm playing Rust, and if you haven't had a chance to check out the video prior for day one of my Rust video, then I will put a link in the description down below so that you guys can check it out. And you know, it's kind of fun, it's hilarious. I died a few times yesterday while I was playing. It was my first time in the game, and I had a bit of fun with it. So I'll put that link down in the description for you, and let me know what you think. And so I decided after yesterday's encounter with all the terrific people that decided that I should die in this game, that I'm going to head in a different direction instead of staying around in the spawn, and see what I can come up with and see what this vast world has to offer anybody who plays the game. So the journey, I decided just to walk off in any given direction and see how far I can go and see what I can find. And so starting from the spawn point, I just started walking, and I believe this complete footage here is about an hour, almost an hour and a half worth of me walking through this vast world. So anyway, so I figured before I went that I would need some supplies. If you know, being like the game is like DayZ or Minecraft or whatnot, you're going to end up getting hungry, and I don't have anything to eat when you first spawn, so I need to find an animal or find something to kill so that I can get some food. However, I was in the mountain areas, and I did find in one of the campsites, or on the you can build a little campfire, and I found one of those on the side of the mountain hill, and it had 3 pieces of chicken meat on it that was already cooked. I was like, score, thank you. And so I picked that up, and I ended up eating all 3 pieces, and that gave me about a little over 2100 health for my journey. I was like, I'm set. This is gonna work. I'm gonna have some fun. I got my big rock in my hand. I can use that to kill anything that comes in my way. So I headed out, and I was looking for an animal along the way that I can kill to get more food. I was looking for anything that I can to gather, like the rocks or stones, so that I can do some more crafting and hopefully make a shelter or something along the way. And literally wasn't too sure exactly what I was gonna find, and I didn't find anything. That's the scary part. The long journey though, before I started here, I did come across a bear, and I was thinking to myself, should I go and kill that bear or not? I know yesterday I did kill a bear, and I was successful with that, but it was also chasing someone else, so I was running behind it the whole time, and I was able to kill it. And then later on I was started another fight with a bear, and of course the bear won. So I had a 50-50 chance whether or not I should go and kill this bear, and because knowing that the bear is going to give me food. And the funny thing about it is that it wasn't going to be bear meat that I would receive, it was going to be chicken. And it appears that everything in this game that you kill gives you chicken, which is kind of odd, but that's okay, because I killed a boar the other day, and that gave me chicken. And I killed a bear, and that gave me chicken. So I think the Matrix actually had it right when they said you take chicken, for example. Maybe they couldn't figure out what to make chicken taste like, which is why chicken tastes like everything. So maybe this game they don't know what meat to give you, so they give you chicken. Makes sense. So anyway, let's see. So didn't run into a single animal along the way, and let's see, except for that that bear that I had mentioned earlier. But no animals along this whole trip. There wasn't any rocks that I can gather at all, and that kind of made me upset because I wanted to build a shelter, and I need cloth, for instance. If I recall correctly, I need cloth to make a sleeping bag, which if I died, I'd be able to respawn in my little camp that I make as long as I have a sleeping bag. I think that's how it works. I've been reading up on it a few here and there, but no animals, so I couldn't find anything to craft. So unfortunately, I just had to use with what I had, and hopefully that I would make it wherever it is that I was going, or whatever it is I would be able to find. And then it started getting dark, and that got scary, because the only thing I have in my inventory for when it's dark is the torch that they give you when you first start the game. And that torch, being that they give you a torch, which is kind of nice, I believe the torch only has like a 3-foot radius, though, 36 inches around. I mean, it's going to be pitch black, and so therefore you have this little torch, and the only thing you're going to see is about 3 feet in front of you. So you don't know if like an animal's going to come up and get you, or if another player's going to be around. The only thing that you can do is stop and listen and like say, hey, shout out to the world, I'm peaceful, don't kill me, whatever it is that you're going to do, come take my body. So the torch, and the only other bad thing about the torch as well is that the torch only has a limit on it. Unlike on Minecraft, for instance, you can light the torch and it'll stay lit forever. And I haven't had a chance in DayZ yet to see if that's the case, or how that one works also. But I'm sure there'll be a day that I'll be able to do that. But in this game here, I think it's like 250 seconds, or approximately right around there. And then once that torch runs out, then you don't have any more light. And the moon, it looks like it's a full moon right there, for instance. The moon gives you a little bit of light, but not so much. So I need to be carrying around like big floodlights or something. And actually what I need is some animals so I can get some cloth, so I can make a sleeping bag so I can sleep through the night and not have to worry about getting killed or dying of hunger. Okay? Unfortunately, that didn't happen. So I continue to run as long as I can, going up and down through the hills. I have no idea where I am, no idea what I'm doing, and just not running into anything. And I'm sure that, I know the game's in alpha, and oh, there's a fire. Here we are. So I'm building a fire. I was able to build a fire because I had some firewood, which was nice. And the only thing is I can't do anything else because I don't have any food to make. So I can't cook food to replenish my food that I've lost. And I don't have any cloth again because there's no animals. So I just continue to run and run and run and run. And every once in a while I'd glance over at the chat and I'd see people talking about where they were and being killed, and I was almost wishing and shouting out to them and saying, hey, come find me, where are you guys at, because I don't have a map and I have no idea where I am. I can let you know that to my left there's a tree and to my right there's a mountain. What does it look like where you are? So it's one of those type of things, and it's a little bit ambiguous when you have no idea what's going on. Like I said, second day into the game and I'm running around and I can't find a damn thing. So my health is already in the red. I only have like 400, not my health, I'm sorry, my food. I only have like 400 more food left, and I know I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna make it through the night. I'm just not gonna make it through the night. I'm gonna end up dying out here, but I'll be able to spawn back with all of civilization. But I was trying to see how far I can go or what I can find, and I really wasn't able to find anything. Wasn't able to find anyone. Wasn't able to find any animals that I can hunt and gather from. Wasn't able to find any rocks or gathering rocks that I can gather from either. There's a bunch of trees everywhere, which I can gather all the wood I need, but wood isn't going to help me because I can't eat the wood. So therefore, I was stuck, and I've been stuck through this whole experience, this whole last hour that I've been playing the game. So I'm hoping that as the game moves on, that more stuff gets put into the game, like more animals get put in, more animals spawn, whatever the case may be. But give me the ability not to run out of food and be hungry, knowing that I had over 2,000 food before I left, and then running around the game for an hour and I don't run into anything. That's not cool. But now I realize that I'm coming upon daylight, and I can see the sun rising, and I was like, okay, good, this is a good thing. The sun's rising, I'm going to be able to see some animals. I'm like down to 20 something food left, and I know I'm going to be able to hear an animal or see an animal along the way, and, because the sun's going to come up and all the animals are going to come out to play, the birds are going to come out, whatever the case may be. But nothing. My food hit 0, and then that started taking away my health. So I figure, you know what, I'm just going to run out of health, and couldn't do anything with first aid kit because there's nothing in there to eat. So I'm just going to run through the beautiful mountains, and I'm going to eventually just die because not finding any animals, not finding anything else to eat, no players are around, and nobody's going to be able to come to my rescue. So if this was a real life game and a real life tragedy where we were stuck and I would rely on my resources, I would be dead just like the person who is in this game, walking around with a rock in his hand and wondering, why the hell am I here and why haven't I found anything to eat? So I want to thank you guys for watching, and I appreciate you guys. Send me some comments down below of what you like to see, what you like to hear, and I want to wish you guys the best. Take care. Well, can I gather this? Nope. Health is at 1, and I'm going to die any second now. Give it up to the world. Dead. You killed yourself, you silly sod.